It's the 2021 Escape 21'NE. Come on. Hey there, today we are at the Escape Trailers Factory showroom, and that is in Chilliwack, British Columbia in Canada. We're sticking close to home because those are the rules, right? But boy, we can't wait to get out and travel about again. So today we get to show you the 2021 Escape 21'NE. Fiberglass trailers. They're very cool, very lightweight, and you will want to click on the links at the end to get to the construction, nuts and bolts, all about how these wonderful fiberglass trailers are made. Also links in the description to the currency converter and the timestamps and the resource that we use and you can use too. And of course, if we're providing you any value, we'd love it if you'd click the link below, buy us a cup of coffee, and also don't forget, in the links below will be how you get a hold of Escape trailers, because everything that we're showing you here today is factory direct. So you're not going to find these on a dealership's lot. You're going to want to get a hold of these folks directly, go on their website, check it all out, and you can personalize this to such an extreme like no other. I just can't believe how many personalization options. And this is a situation when you pick up the phone or you write an email, you actually get a real person at the factory answering you. So that's what you get at Escape Trailer, and we can't wait to show you this one. Now, each of these trailers is the base trailer, and then there's all of those personalization choices and options, and I'm going to try and show you as many as I can, but I might miss some. So make sure you contact the factory to figure out more if you see something that you're interested in. So starting up here at the front, you get this wonderful fiberglass storage cabinet. It's quite large. This particular one on this model has a 50-pound capacity, weight capacity of stuff you can put in it. It has this sort of rougher exterior on the outside, so it's kind of more like a rock guard protecting your trailer. What I also like, this one is where they're housing the batteries, and this particular one has two 6-volt lead acid golf cart batteries, but there are other choices. Now those are still an option, but there are other options if you want lithium or something like that. You get two 20-pound propane tanks, you get an electric jack, this is an option, and I just want to show you how it's just so easy to operate. You just pull this little thing and it comes down, and I really like that. Now, up here is a beautiful window. You know I'm going to love that when I go in, and I like that Escape has this cover over it to protect the glass. Challenge for me, and I know this because I have to do it on Penny all the time. You can go check out our videos about Penelope, but I have to climb up on here to reach up to these arms and undo them to close it and open it. So that is a bit of a challenge for me. Stools, all the things that I have to get, but you need something up there to protect that window. Coming around this side, this particular trailer has the standard slider windows. They are all thermal pane, so that's important to note. And then here is your door opening for storage. Not loving the clips, you know I'd rather have magnets. Smaller opening, but there is lots of storage in there. So we can show you more of that from some other places in the trailer too. You do get 4 manual stabilizer jacks, and you can get as options the pieces that go on the bottom that spread it out so that it doesn't poke into the ground quite as much but spreads out the weight. So I think that's a handy dandy thing to get. Coming back, you have a light here because just below is your sewer hookup and your black and gray valves. Also, the Escape trailers do not come standard with an enclosed underbelly, but you can get a spray foam in there that will completely enclose it, help to insulate it. You can also get pads put on the tanks for extra heating there, just to get you out when things get a little bit colder. Okay, coming back, here is where your water fill for the tank or from your post connection is. here is your outdoor shower, another option. And here is where you can keep your sewer hose. And I just want to get you down here and show you a little more about the tank. And this shows another option, which is the sensors that are on the tank. So instead of having a probe on the inside of the tank, you can have sensors on the outside that are just a bit more accurate. And then coming up, here's your 30 amp cord, and then I'll squeeze in the back here for you and show you. Up there is the backup camera, which is also an option. Your spare tire is mounted here with a cover on it, and down here in the frame is a receiver for a 150 pound type of rack. I mean, I would put a bike rack or something like that on there. So over to the passenger side, you do get a manual awning standard, and this one does have LED lighting in it. Yay! Hopefully we can get somewhere with what we've got for Penelope. You do have an option, of course, of having a automatic awning if you like. Now, more storage in here with the clips, smaller door, but huge. This is huge storage in here and access to things, and it's just huge. Okay, also let's talk tires and wheels. So these are the steel wheels, but you do have the option of aluminum, and they are the Power ST2, and I'm just looking, it's a Hercules and an ST20575 R15 tire, plus you get these nice mud flaps, right? And there's some electrical here. So back up to the front here, there's another storage here. This door, I am noticing, does not have a clip or a magnet because of the awning arm, so you would have to hold it up, but it's another big storage space. And you can see in there the 1500 watt inverter. So that's great. And then over to here is the steel step, which just slides in. You'll want to spray this off and take care of it. And then going in, the door is on this pneumatic cylinder here that keeps it in place, because it's not a friction door, but it doesn't attach to the trailer. So this is what keeps it in place, you know, so it's not flopping around in the wind or anything. Here is the screen door, and we like that there is a window in the door and it is frosted, so it lets in light, but people aren't peeking in on you. So now let's go take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here we are in the 2021 Escape 21'NE. So this is a really similar floor plan to the really popular 19, but you're going to see more space this way and this way. So what that does is it takes an already big U-shaped dinette and makes it even bigger. Believe U-shaped dinette is an option. The table is huge. It is the Formica, the same as the countertops, and it does have a trim, so there is a seam on that. But these cushions are super nice, and I really like this particular decor choice of the fabric, which is also in the valances. Very nice. So this table is on the lagoon base, so there's really nothing in the way of your legs down here, so that's pretty cool. That is also an option, but I mean, look at how much space is in here. This is really quite large. You also get electric, 12 volt, anything else? Oh yeah, more electric, more USB and 12 volt back there. There's storage here. Now this is just going into that same space, but it's always good to be able to access it from a few different ways. And then let me see, you can also, just going to show you how handy it is to be able to move the table out of the way, right? It helps you to reach all of the storage much easier. This is the oak package, so you know what kind of cabinetry. These are all wood. Nice windows, blinds are good, lighting, and of course these windows go all the way around. There's reading lights. What is under here? This has, okay, so it's just another access point for you, and it gets into that same storage there. So that's super handy. And you get another one back there. So lots of access points, comfy cushions. Just got to get them to stay up. So moving this way, the next thing I want to show you is the wet bath. So the wet bath is the same as the other floor plans. This is a nice fiberglass 2-piece unit with a fully caulked seam around it with the thing we love. I love that Escape Trailers has all these wet baths and all these tiny trailers that they are putting these little sinks in. Standard taps, you get a shower curtain, you get a mirror and storage compartment, lighting, vent, and this is the standard toilet that comes with it, which is a plastic hand flush toilet. It's at a perfect height for us. Tons of space in here. This is a great wet bath. Okay, coming on out of here. This would be, it's a nice mirror. It is a closet in this particular one. Now, one of the other floor plans that was the same as this had shelving in it. So that's just an example of how you can personalize the space the way it suits you. I like the idea that it's got a closet in it. Also, you get the space furnace, so it's not ducted, but it's going to heat the whole area. And there's some storage down there. So that's cool. And what do we have here? More storage, just a different configuration of the door. Electric. Quite a big fridge here. Let's see, Dometic. So I'm thinking that this is going to be 5.4-ish, something like that, because it has the freezer inside, but I will figure that out for you. I love the height of it, obviously. And more storage up here. And then we move over to the rest of our kitchen. Now, let's start up here at the top. You've got your panel here for your water heater, your pump, and to know what kind of levels your tanks are at. Remember, we talked about that system. And here is some storage, which goes quite far back and is nice. I probably am going to have trouble reaching, but that's not all that unusual for me. Lighting's good. Love the window. Moving down to the countertop. So this is another area where you're going to see the difference in the floor plans because this one's longer. It definitely has more countertop space. It is the Formica counter, and it has the standard single stainless sink with the beautiful tap and the sprayer and the cover, which, you know, I'd rather get a cutting board, but it's all good. There is a seam to this. This is the standard 2-burner propane stove. And again, there are choices if you wanted this to become a 3-burner or to have an oven or things like that. Those are all the personalization choices you can ask for. Moving down is another option, which is the convection microwave. So if you chose to have the microwave and not the oven, you could still have 2-burner stove and then be cooking like you had an oven. Below that is storage and more storage, and that just carries all the way through, so that's nice. And a couple of very nice drawers and more storage in there. And of course you have to work around the plumbing, and that's not unusual either. Okay, so now we're back. Oh, let's look at these. We don't want to miss out these. This is that other access to that huge storage area underneath. I mean, frankly, I could climb in there. Like, it's big. And then you get this nice bed. These are really nice mattresses. I'm not sure exactly the size of it, so I'll figure that out for you. There is electric, USB, 12 volt. More storage, more storage, more storage. So yeah, you got to climb up on the bed to reach those, but they still work. You've got reading lights, another light, and the other con for me is that this will be a bit of a pain to make. again, pros and cons. You gotta pick what's right for you, make it work the way you want to work it, and you're never going to have absolutely everything the way you want. So this is a fabulous trailer, and I want to look at the numbers, and then you'll be able to compare this floor plan, the 21'NE, to the 19, which is very similar yet smaller. Now for the numbers on the 2021 Escape 21'NE. On this particular one, with the options that are included here, the weight is, the gross vehicle weight, 3,787 pounds, and the cargo carrying capacity, 1,214 pounds. Then the other numbers, the exterior length, 21 feet 4 inches, then add the 6 inches for that extra tire back there. The height with the AC, 9 feet. The exterior width, 7 foot 4 inches. The interior height, 6 foot 3 inches. Interior length, 17 foot 4 inches. Fresh water and gray water are 28 gallons each, and the black water is at 22 gallons. And then the all-important price. Now, I just want to remind you how it works here at Escape, where Canadians pay in Canadian dollars, Americans pay in US dollars. And they have the base price and then all of the personalization. So I'm going to give you both of those on this particular trailer with these particular options, which I'm sure I didn't cover all of. So make sure you call and ask, and go on their website where you can see all the plethora of choices. I mean, you can choose how many windows are in here. You can choose where the electrical outlets go. Like, check it out. Okay, so on this particular one in US dollars, you get $28,995 for the base cost. And then with the options, it comes up to $35,825. So in Canadian dollars, that is $37,295 for the base and $45,725 with all the options. And then I need to remind you about shipping, and that if you want to come here to the factory and pick it up, they're more than happy to do that for you. And guess what? It's free, as it should be. And then the other option is that they can take it across the border to Sumas, and there's no charge to that, so that you could come pick it up on the American side as well. Then they have this whole network of choices of ways to get it to you in other locations. There is a charge to that, and when you are setting up all of your personalization, they will go over that with you and tell you how much that would cost too. Now, don't forget, shipping is included all the time, whether you're buying off of a dealership or not. It's just maybe a number you hadn't heard of, but I promise you the dealership is being charged it by the manufacturer, and they're including it when they sell it to you. So I hope that you have loved this trailer. I mean, I'm really impressed with the space that's in it. If you have, give us a thumbs up. If we've given you any value whatsoever, you can feel free to buy us a coffee below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the link in the description so that you can learn more about Escape trailers and all the things that I might not have gotten to tell you, because there's so much there. But I want you to hear it all. So I hope you've liked it, and we are so thankful that you spend your time with us. Thanks for watching.